everybody, and how is it going? Today we're going to be going over some pretty sick news that Legends has tweeted. I'm not going to do a special intro like my account showcase video. We're just going to get right into it because there's a little bit to cover and some things I want to talk about. So we just got this tweet. I'm actually a little bit late because I just woke up and they released these a couple hours after I go to bed. They tweeted this. So this signifies that obviously we're getting a Frieza Saga campaign starting tomorrow, the 9th of August. I believe, is it 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? Yeah, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It just, you know, the standard reset time, we're going to be getting this. Now, I don't think that this Kaioken Goku is going to be a LF. I believe he'll probably be a 1% sparking because usually they don't hint the major LF like this. Usually there's some sort of usually there's some sort of reveals and stuff trailer, or they usually hint at their 1% sparking rate. We've seen this in the past. Sometimes they'll do this with Zenkais, where they'll hint Zenkais, like with Sword of Hope Trunks and other Zenkais. So I don't think this is going to be a 1% sparking, LF. It would be sick though, because we are in need of a new Kaioken Goku. Our old Kaioken Goku kind of, he's outdated. He fell off very quickly, which I'm sad about because he's actually a very cool character. But I do want to talk about him later. So we're gonna keep this video rolling while we do this. So I also want to talk about this unique equipment for this Zenkai. Oops, I didn't mean to make that big. This Frieza is going to be getting a unique equipment. Now, as you guys know, the unique equipments they're really not that good. Like, I think Android 16's was arguably the best one. And then I actually thought Majin Buu's, the green one, I thought his unique equipment wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good either. This, I don't think is going to be a very good unique equipment, right? If their plans are to release a good Frieza, it doesn't make sense to make this equipment make him like top tier if it's just going to overshadow the LF, right? But usually unique equipments don't do that, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. But it does make me wonder about the color of the new LF, because this guy's yellow. And I'm wondering if it's going to be a new LF Frieza. It won't be an Ultra. I highly doubt it'll be an Ultra. It's always possible, but I highly doubt it will be. If the LF is yellow, then this guy's potentially Zenkai buffing him, which is something that would be very interesting to see. But I don't think, regardless, I do wonder about whether or not this unique equipment is going to have supporting buffs, because I'm going to be honest, I don't think this guy is going to be used at all if it's just offensive and defensive. I think they need to have some sort of support in this unique equipment for it to be even remotely relevant. So, yeah, I want to go to, I should have had this already pulled up, but now I want to talk about teams, right? So let's assume that we are getting a Frieza Saga character, right? Hold on, let me just find it here. Where is it? Frieza Saga, or is it Namek Saga? Is that what they say? Shoot. Okay, yeah, here we go. Frieza Saga, right? So we don't have a lot of good characters, right? Now there is a lot of potential in this event. Let me tell you guys, if they decide to Zenkai this Ultra, dude, my brain, I just woke up. If they decide to Zenkai Awaken this Ultra, that would be huge. Like, this guy could be so dominant again. But I also wonder if they're going to Zenkai this guy, because again, if it is a Frieza, I don't see why they would. It wouldn't make sense to Zenkai a Goku unless they just feel like it. But then again, if the Kaioken Goku is Goku, okay, let's just, you know what? How about this? I think potential Zenkai options are this guy and this guy. I don't think this Ultra Vegeta would get a Zenkai Awaken yet. He's a little bit. I think he came out a couple months, maybe more after this guy. I would definitely like to see this guy Zenkai first, though. I think Final Form Frieza needs it. I don't see why they would go Ultra Goku over this guy. I know they're giving this guy a Zenkai or a unique equipment. I just think this guy needs it more. I don't know how you guys would feel about this, but they could potentially give this guy a buff on his Platinum equipment, because I don't think you can awaken it, right? I wonder if they're planning on making it so you can awaken his unique equipment to make it better, so that maybe this guy can be more relevant. But I don't know how you guys feel about that after Ultra Vegeta Blue existing in the meta for as long as he has. So let's just throw that off the table. I do want to talk about this guy, right? So this guy, if you don't know, he is not well, I don't want to say not strong. He was a very, let's just say, annoying character to deal with, right? Because when he, oh wow, I just realized these stats are so low. What the heck? Jeez, less than 100k defenses. Wow. Unless I'm assuming this is soul boosted. This guy, I don't know where it is in his hit, but when he would vanish, he would get it back instantly for the first 2 times that he would vanish, which was just so fun to use because when he, oh my gosh, I remember pulling them for this guy. I remember putting all of my, well, not all my chrono crystals, but oh, here it is. So yeah, he restores own vanishing gauge by 70% when this character evades an enemy attack with a vanishing step, activates twice. So what you could do is the moment that you sidestepped, you wouldn't get your vanish back right away. It would take a second, but you would get it back, so you wouldn't have to switch, and you'd already have your vanish back. So unless you get perfect vanish, you're still in the playing field, and you don't have to switch. His ability was very strong. I actually really liked it. The problem was this guy was never good. Like when he came out, he was fun to use, but he wasn't good. He kind of just his goal was hold on, where is it in his kit? What he would do? Oh yeah, so here it is. So when he would use a strike arts, he would restore his own ki by 5. He would give himself 10% to damage inflicted, but he would also give 5% to damage inflicted by allies. He also would give them plus 10% to damage received every time he landed a strike arts. So this would, the goal was you would vanish, right? You would use however many vanishes you need to start a combo. You would use 4 strike arts, and then you would switch, and then that's all this guy would do. He also does get his vanish back again on his main. Right here, he restores his own vanishing gauge by 100%. I just think this guy needs a unique equipment. Please don't give him a Zenkai. I don't think he needs a Zenkai as of yet. I think a unique equipment would benefit him more than giving him a Zenkai, but I don't know if they would give him a unique equipment before a Zenkai. I don't know if that's how they would, because all the unique equipments we've gotten so far have been for Zenkai sparking characters. But this guy is someone I would hope that he gets buffed in some way, because this guy was super fun to use. He didn't really get a chance to shine, and I personally have a bias towards him. I want to see him again, right? He would be a very, very nice addition, or a very good buff in this saga. And I know that, again, it seems like it's being targeted towards Frieza. I would still love to see him. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the fact that we have a lot of Captain Ginyu squads, or Captain Ginyu squads. We have a lot of Ginyu Force squad members in here, but we don't have any good, or I want to say, like, we don't have the, like, for example, Raccoon, we don't have his oh my god, I'm actually forgetting what it's called, but we don't have his little special move that he does against Goku, and then Goku just like taps him and he gets knocked out. We need some more representation, and I actually think a LF, or I don't know if this would be an Ultra. It would actually be a sick Ultra though, like the intro be like the Ginyu squad, you know, the formations. That would actually be pretty sick. We could potentially see an LF Ginyu, which I would love to see that. That would be so sick. And it wouldn't just be Captain Ginyu, right? I would prefer if it was like, let's say him, and then it was the Ginyu. It was just like Ginyu Squad LF, but it was him, and then his assist was his Ginyu. Like I say, his green cards, like everyone does the pose, and then his blue cards, like they all do like a tag. They like team up. They do like some sort of tag team, and they like, you know, beat up your opponent like bam, bam, bam. But then you could potentially utilize the body change mechanic. I don't know how exactly it would work with the concept that I'm working for, because I feel like if he turns into Goku, you'd probably change up some of his animations, right? I actually haven't watched the OG Namek Saga. I haven't watched all of it, so I don't actually know what they could do. But it would be sick to have his body change mechanic actually like represented, where maybe you like switch units, right? When you use that, you switch units for the rest of the battle, or for its like timer counts. I would assume it would just be for the rest of the battle. But that would also be cool. We could also see they could just do like a basic ultimate if they were to do an LF Ginyu, but I think body change would make sense. Like it would be a defining mechanic, which is something that we're seeing in a lot of characters. Like when Ultra Vegeta Blue came out, right? He had his counter. When I think who was like the start? Was it Ultra Gogeta Blue who kind of started this? I think it was, right? He comes out, he can stop your blast arts or ranged blue arts or ranged green, literally anything ranged, and he'll stop it. Ultra Hit had his time skip. I don't think Ultra Kid Boo's was as defining, but his was still very strong, right? He regenerates health with his unique gauge. You have Go Frieza, who blocks Rising Rushes, right? So every major release, it seems like they're doing something special. Now, I don't know if Ginyu's going to be a monthly LF. I don't think that they would go too crazy on him, but like his Cell, for example, like I wouldn't say his unique gauge was game defining, right? It was kind of like Kid Boo's gauge, but transferred over and given a little bit of extra stuff. I don't know if they would go crazy on Ginyu, but it would still be very sick to see like some sort of body change mechanic, which would be actually hype. There's not much left to talk about. I mean, I think that's all they've tweeted, right? I don't think we have anything special. Yeah, it's just, I don't know if we're gonna be seeing reveals and stuff or a video. They might just ball it like they did with Cell. So I don't. If there is a video, I will probably make a video on that too. I would actually live stream it though. That might be a thing I can do, even though I don't have like, you know, any crazy following, but it would still be something cool. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, other than that, who would you guys like to see, right? If there's anyone that you want to see in the comments, if there's anyone that you want to see, you should comment it down below, because I'm actually curious to see people's thoughts, right? I want to see what are concepts you think they can do, what are units you'd like to see in the game. If maybe it's not like any of the units we have here, maybe it's like a Vegeta, right? I actually didn't really talk about Vegeta, but I personally, oh well, you know what, before I end this video, they could I actually saw Gresh, I think, make a tweet about this. I think he was responding to somebody. They could actually make a revival Vegeta where it goes into Goku like they did in Dokkan Battle. If you guys play Dokkan, you know they have that unit. That would be a really sick moment to have, and I definitely think that would be a LF worthy unit. It could also be an Ultra. It could be our first reviving Ultra, but I don't know how the community would feel about that. But you know what? That is something to think about. That would be a sick unit. But other than that, I mean, I'm done. So if you guys got anything you want to say, you should comment it down below. I might respond. You never know. I try to respond to all the comments right now. While my following is still a little bit small, I can still talk to you. I can talk to all of you guys. But yeah, that wraps us up this video, and that wraps up this video. This wraps up Tongue Twister. Lol. Bye.